All right. This is Jason Estrada coming to you live here from Casa Grande, Arizona. Wanted to shoot this video for everyone out there just to show you why DSDomination makes so much sense, why numbers don't lie, why the low investment of $20 can bring such a high return with DSDomination. My wife and I have been involved with DS for just over our fiscal month, actually. And it's been awesome. Our success has been great. We've seen so much opportunity. I shared with you in the last video just everyone blowing it out of the waters with Dream Team Domination. It's been unbelievable. We've been very, very impressed with this opportunity. I wish we would have started a long time ago. So you got the paint screen up here. I've spent about a decade in banking in the financial industry. So numbers is really my thing. So that's what I wanted to do for you today. Just kind of crunch some numbers, show you, how possible this business really is and how much return you guys can really get from your efforts. Strictly talking about drop shipping today, strictly talking about eBay, Amazon, copy and pasting. So a conversation that I had with my wife not that long ago was in regards to DSDomination. I'm like, man, in comparison to what I used to do when I was in banks to try to help people succeed financially, and I'd offer, so-and-so products, whatever it may be, annuities, or maybe it's a CD, a time account, where they can lock in some money and get some percentage back on that, some interest back on those funds. I was like, this business doesn't compare, blows everything out of the water. And to prove my point, what I actually did is I called one of the big banks out there, and bear with my writing here on paint, but I called one of the big banks out there and I said, hey, if I was to open a CD, okay, or a time account, I'm just going to use CD since it's easier to write out on this, but essentially if I was to open a CD for $5,000, $5K, with your bank, this bank happens to be one of the big three banks that actually also went through bailout, just to let you know. But $5,000, if I was to give that bank $5,000 of my own money, my hard-earned money, and lock it into a time account or a CD for 1 year, what percentage will I get back in return? And the lady said, is that all you're putting in is $5,000? I said, yeah. That's all I'm putting in, like that's a small amount or something. Is that how long you're going to put it in, for a year? Well, yeah, I don't want you to hold my money any longer than that. Cool. The crazy thing about CDs is if you were to break this term, you're paying a penalty on your own money. So the return on that, okay, the annual percentage yield was 0.02%. 0.02%, not 2%, 0.02%. So if I'm bringing this bank $5,000 of my money that they can use to lend, essentially, unsecured personal loans or auto loans or whatever, for that year they're using my money to make money on my money. They're only going to pay me 0.02%, which is roughly about $100 a year, a little bit over than that, but let's just go with $100 for that year, about $103 maybe, which is about $8, and I think it's like 33 cents a month, roughly. Okay, obviously this money accrues, so you'll earn a little bit as the months go by. So $100, give you $5,000, and $100 is what I would get back after a year. It's just insane. This is our options right here. Option A. Option B maybe is the stock market. If you have, exposure to the stock market, maybe that's it. There's a risk involved with that, obviously. If you're a conservative investor, there's options for you as well. But the rate of return might not be what you want it to be. Not only that, you're leaving your fate at the hands of that financial advisor who may or may not be paying attention to your specific portfolio. They have sales goals to meet, and the more people they bring into their business, the more money they make. The more households, in other words, that they bring into their business, the more money they make. So I'm going to compare this to option B, which is, of course, DSDomination, drop shipping. Specifically talking about the pro level. Okay, the pro platform level, allows you to have access to our back office with tons and tons of live training. Obviously, the modules to help you get started, going over the basics around eBay, Amazon, PayPal. It also gives you access to our Dream Team website, which goes over a whole lot of like business development and just personal development training and marketing, network marketing skills and things like that. I mean, you'd be amazed what you would get with just a pro, okay? The pro level with DS Domination is $19.95 a month. Okay, so each and every month you're paying just shy of $20, the cost of a pizza, to have access to our training, our software, etc. That comes out to about $200, $240, a little bit shy of that, but $240 a year, okay, is what it would cost you to basically get started with DS Domination. So let's say you took this $20, you started drop shipping, you started listing items, you started making a profit. And 1 month in, and this is not my like personal testimony, I'm just giving an example. I definitely earned, my wife and I earned a lot more than $100, but 1 month in, let's just say you earned $100. This paid for your car insurance or your cell phone bill or something. So you put $20, a low investment of $20, and you receive the return of $100 in profit. That's after eBay fees, that's after you're calculating your 20, all that. That's after all that, okay? After you calculated it, you came up with a profit margin or profit of $100 after your first fiscal month with DS Domination. The rate of return in this case, in this scenario, would be 500%. So on your little $20 investment, you earn $100. I mean, that's not going to make you rich. May pay a bill or two, but 500% return on that investment. In a year, $240 is what you're investing to have access to all that I had said, and you're going to receive, if you were to keep with this whole $100 trend, I mean, obviously you want your sales to go up, but say you only earned $100 each and every month, that's $1,200 a year that you would earn on a $240 investment. So now if you look at it, if DS Domination Pro was my CD, you know, or my time account in comparison to option A that banks are offering out there, and I took $240 and locked it in for a year and made that commitment to be able to learn from some of the training modules that we have, to be able to copy and paste in minimal time, $240 that year, I would receive $1,200 in return. That is a smart investment. That is where low investment, high return comes into play. That's where numbers don't lie. So that's what I wanted to cut for you guys. Sometimes people need to just see it on paper, or in this case on computer, for it to make sense, and that's what I really wanted to do today. You know, you could use it however you want to. If my son went and spent $19.95 to buy some lemons and water and sugar and a pitcher here and decided to go sell lemonade on the corner and made $100, that's a 500% return. You know, and that's what I really wanted to show you guys today. You have my info on the bottom left-hand corner, iMob with DSDomination.com. That iMob stands for I'm My Own Boss with DS Domination. Join the iMob with DSD movement today. You have my website again. You also have my phone number here directly to me. Get at me. Love you guys. Thank you for taking a look at this video. God bless.